Just a heads up, this is one of those random videos where I honestly had no idea what I wanted to do before clicking record, so we're gonna figure it out as we go. Do I really hate myself enough to play Warzone today? Yeah, I do hate myself quite a bit. I'm just kidding. Self-love is important. Make sure you love yourself. Rebirth Island, Resurgence Solos, because Lord knows I do not have the patience to play normal BR today. I have still slowly but steadily been on the Abyss camo grind. Yesterday, I ended up almost getting the Jackal PDW Gold Tiger. I got to the most wanted challenges, and then I just kind of gave up because I got pissed off trying to do it over and plunder. It just wasn't happening. I probably should have let my shaders finish preloading before I went into the match. I'm literally playing a PowerPoint presentation right now. Here's hoping the performance settles down a little bit by the time we drop in. Shader warning, please finish preloading your shaders. Bro, like, why does it need to do this on PC? Like, sometimes it needs to do it, other times it doesn't. I'm literally, like, I can't play this. Just add this to the list of a million reasons as to why I just prefer to play games on console. Anytime I throw little jabs at PC gaming, that isn't me actually, like, hating on PC gaming, because PC gaming is freaking awesome. There's, like, awesome stuff you can do on PC, and I mean, if you want, like, objectively the best graphics, best frame rates, everything, like, PC is obviously the way to go. But I'm just a simple guy. I just want to turn on my console box, grab my controller, plop my lazy fat ass down on my futon, sit there in front of the TV with my nice surround sound system, just chillax, play some video games, no diving through menus, no optimizing graphic settings, no nothing, just chilling and doing my thing. Don't gotta worry about this shader preloading bullshit. Yeah, see, I'm dead already, but it's hardly even my fault, bro. I'm literally playing a PowerPoint presentation. Like, this is stupid. What am I even looking at? Like, look at the background. The lighting isn't even, like, this is insane. Well, fine, Call of Duty, have it your way. I'll sit here and wait for my shaders to preload. Above all else with PC gaming, though, and, you know, this is one of those things where, like, all the other things I was talking about, like, for some of it, it's like, I'm sort of half serious, sort of half not. Obviously, there's ways to, like, hook a PC up to, like, a TV, so you kind of just have that same setup going, just as you would with a console. You can install a bunch of front ends for, like, Steam and stuff to make it feel like a console-type experience. But really, my main thing is, I'm a physical game collector, and I just like actually owning my games, whereas on PC, yes, you can still buy physical games, but there's way less publishers that are actually putting out physical versions of games, and while you still do have things like GOG, for example, which are DRM free and try to fight back against the whole digital-only thing, again, it's just, it's a digital good, whereas, you know, even nowadays, even though there is some games, for example, like Call of Duty, where when you buy the disc on PS5 or Xbox Series X, you know, the disc is basically like a coaster. It's literally just there to show that you own the game, but none of the actual data is on the disc. But, you know, there's like this huge misconception that literally every game is like that nowadays, and that could not be further from the truth. Most games actually do still ship on the disc, which is why on my Xbox and my PS5, I still buy physical games only. Same thing on my Switch, even though it's like a portable console, I still only buy physical games on that console just because I like actually owning my games. So then regardless, like, say I'm in a situation where my internet goes down, which has happened here, gotta love Spectrum, am I right? But if my internet goes down, I need to install a game, which, you know, again, considering how restricted we are on storage space nowadays on console, at least out of the box, obviously you can like upgrade the storage and put in like, you know, however many terabytes you want, and that isn't even necessarily the console's fault. It's just because games are getting so freaking big. Like, at the start of a console generation, the amount of storage that the consoles launch with is typically enough, but then as the generation goes on, you know, the games just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and games nowadays are like 100 gigabytes minimum. So it's not uncommon to be in a situation for me, you know, where it's like, okay, the internet's down, and there's this single player game that I really want to play, but I had to delete it a while ago after I beat it, or maybe I just didn't get to download it yet because I had other things that I had installed on my system. So now, you know, I go through, delete the other things, make some room, and then I can just pop in my disc. All the data's on the disc, regardless of internet, regardless of anything else, regardless of my accounts. I don't gotta worry about if my accounts get banned. Doesn't matter if my accounts don't matter, the internet doesn't matter. I own the physical game, and I will always be able to play it no matter what. And that's like the main reason why I could never fully go in on PC gaming. I stick to my roots. I like actually owning the things that I purchase, whether it's games, movies. The first system I played on as a kid, and the first vivid memory for my life, is playing on a Super Nintendo. You know, got the Donkey Kong Country cartridge in, playing as Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong running through the temple, and then going on to the PlayStation 1 and the PS2, just actually owning those games. Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 3, Crash Bandicoot. I still have my original copies to this day. And while the same can be said about, say, like my Steam account, or like my GOG account, or like whatever, like Steam, for example, I've had that account for basically as long as Steam's been around, and yeah, you know, I still have all my purchases on there, but like, what if something happens to my account? What if the internet's down? I'm just kind of crap out of luck, especially if something would happen to my account. Dog, I was hoping that I yapped for long enough for the shaders to be done, but it's still sitting at 21%. What? Like, what is this? This never happened on any of the other Call of Duty games. It's only been on this new Modern Warfare engine. Like, why? Why is this a thing? And why is it only on PC? Consoles don't have to do this. Why is it only on PC? Is it just that poorly optimized? Well, if this is how it's gonna be, let's go ahead and look at some goofy bundles. I actually just put out this new one. It's like 3,000 COD points. It's called the Deathmatch skin, and it's for Brutus, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really glad that they're finally starting to add some skins for, like, Klaus and Brutus, because we only ever had the Vault Edition skins in the game. Same thing for Adler and Park, though they did just add a new skin for Adler. Waiting for a new one for Park. Look at this, dude. This is insane. Moshpit tracers and pyrotechnics death effect. Dude, this actually looks crazy. What's that inspect looking like? Dude, that is actually wild. They got like the pyro going and everything. That is, bro, that is crazy. And then the Brutus skin itself. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me, do you guys know the game Metal Hellsinger? It's sort of like Doom, if Doom was like a rhythm game, kind of. It's actually freaking awesome. If you haven't played it, highly recommend it. But this kind of reminds me of, like, the demon from the cover of that game. Got a Goblin Mark II, the same thing. The Hellcore blueprint for the Ray. That's actually pretty gnarly. Finishing move, instrumental. Hellriff loading screen. That's actually pretty gnarly. The Hellriffer spray, and then the modified Chaos Gobblegum. I haven't gotten to use any of the new Gobblegums yet, just because I don't use Gobblegums that often over in zombies, and when I do, it's like a Killjoy or something. If I'm in like co-op and just, you know, needing to clutch up a boss fight or something, just because Killjoys genuinely come in clutch, even though it's a pretty low common, like low rarity Gobblegum. Yeah, these were the other skins they added that I was talking about. They got the Ref skin for Klaus, and then the Tackle skin for Brutus. Bro, it's so dark I can barely see it. We got the Celebrate emote. Big W to Activision for actually adding some cheaper bundles to the game finally, man. Like this one, it's only 1,200 COD points, but this honestly looks like like one of the characters from Watch Dogs. Did they really add a just for you section to the store? Why? Like, I mean, some of these are literally already in my wish list. If anything, the just for you section should be like special sales or whatever. It's like, oh, since you wish listed this, or oh, since you've been playing the game a lot, here you go. Here's like a sale on some bundles. But no, it's a just for you. But again, it's like, okay, I already wish listed some of these things. Oh, I think I know why my shaders are preloading today. Because normally I only had to do that like one time back when BO6 launched, and ever since then, like, sometimes it'll boot up and be like, oh, shaders are preloading after an update, but for the most part, I usually just dive in and start playing immediately. I just finally, I can't believe I'm about to say this, I just finally updated my GPU's drivers after, like, I want to say it's been like almost a year. So I think the reason that we're stuck here staring at the shaders preload today is because I did that. But it's taking, like, literally forever. I don't know how to feel about this. Sometimes when I see this stuff, don't get me wrong, I don't have an issue with the bundles in the game. I actually think a lot of the bundles are pretty cool, and I find this stuff comical more than anything. Like, you know, seeing unicorn farts and stuff in Call of Duty, this stuff doesn't actually bother me. Call of Duty's always been goofy, man. Look back at, like, Advanced Warfare when you're playing as, like, exoclowns and gingerbread men. But just for context, this was my first Call of Duty. Dude, I can still hear the unicorn farts in the background. But this was my first Call of Duty right here. Call of Duty Finest Hour. This is the first Call of Duty that I ever purchased, owned, and then played. We got some gameplay here from AF Guides HD. It looks like he's playing the Xbox version, but it's just like, you look at this, and it's just... it's just crazy how far things have come, man. Obviously, this wasn't like the first Call of Duty by any means. This was like one of the spin-off titles that they put out on the PS2 and the Xbox and all that. The first Call of Duty was literally just called Call of Duty or Call of Duty Classic if you played the kind of slightly HD remastered version on the PS3 and 360 back in the day, which if I remember, if you pre-ordered the one edition of Modern Warfare 2 2009, you actually ended up getting Call of Duty Classic, like a code for it. My voice is giving out apparently. I actually just went back and replayed Call of Duty Classic like a couple of months ago. It's an awesome game, man. I'd honestly be down for another World War II Call of Duty. We haven't had that many. Like, a lot of people always blew it out of proportion, like, oh man, we had so many World War II CODs. We had COD 1, 2, 3, World of War, World War II, and Vanguard. That was literally it. Do you know how many Modern Warfare games we've had or games set in the modern setting? Like, bro, I can't even count it on two hands at this point. We've had so many of those. I don't have anything against the modern or past setting. Like, I don't care what setting my Call of Duty is in. I just want to play Call of Duty, you know what I mean? Like, they could give us the jetpacks again, and I'd be totally cool with that. I actually really enjoyed the jetpack games. Advanced Warfare, BO3, Infinite Warfare. It's literally taking, like, a solid, like, minute or two per percentage of the shaders preloading. I don't got time for this. I'm sorry for nothing eventful happening in this video, but like I'm done staring at these shaders preloading, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call that there for this video. Again, I know this was like a really random video, but welcome to the channel. All I do is random stuff. I'm gonna sit here and let the shaders finish preloading after I finish recording this, so that I know we're good for tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'm gonna turn my PC on like an hour in advance of me recording just to make sure that it's good. But anyways, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow where my shaders should hopefully be preloaded by then. I hope. I'm not even kidding. I've been sitting here recording for more than 30 minutes. Like, I've literally just been sitting here yapping, just trying to make the time pass, and it's still not done. But anyway, as always, a massive shout out and thank you to all the patrons and channel members. Thank you to all in the low ball tier, and numerous shout out to the big ball tier, Mel asking, and be dad many, the biggest shout out to all in G tier, Ron, some of the cheese girl. Thank you guys so much, guys. You're literal legends. I love you. Dude, I still can't believe I've been sitting here for over 30 minutes waiting for these shaders preload. How does it take this long? Good on you, Daki Arigato, because I must have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.